Two. Hey, this is Jesse Krieger, founder of Lifestyle Entrepreneurs Press, and I'm here with Carla Vergot, forthcoming author of Lily Barlow, The Mystery of Jane Doe. This is my personal copy. That's why it's got this dog ear here. I wanted to talk to Carla a little bit about her experience so far publishing with Lifestyle Entrepreneurs Press. What's it been like so far, Carla?
Jesse, so far it's been delightful. I wasn't sure what to expect using a hybrid publisher. I didn't have much luck recruiting an agent or a traditional publishing house, and I was not prepared for the self-publishing experience. And so I did look long and hard for the right publisher. I have landed on LE Press, and I wouldn't go back.
Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And I know you had a clear creative vision for Lily Barlow when we first spoke. In fact, that wasn't even the name when we first spoke, but you still had a clear creative vision. So what was it like as, a fiction author with a clear creative vision to merge in and have, an editor working on your book and cover design start to materialize?
I'll tell you.
Exciting, anxiety inducing, a little of both?
More anxiety inducing than exciting, but y'all made me feel very comfortable from the beginning. So I knew that I could trust the team. And because we had a partnership and we had that trust, I let you take the book from where it was to where it is now. And it's been truly incredible. The cover art, I will say I was physically nauseous when I got the phone call that it was going to an editor, because I was afraid that that person was going to sterilize the voice of the character. And really the whole story is the character's voice. So I was super concerned. I'll say the editor is now a close friend of mine. We worked side by side on the edits, and the story's even better now because Suze has worked on it.
I mean, that's great to hear. And for anybody else that's, at an earlier stage in the writing and publishing process, even the best get anxious when other people become involved in the process. As a publisher, I've come to just accept this and make plans around it to try and make it as less of an anxiety-inducing exercise as possible. But as the book has now come into focus, it's getting ready to come out. What's the experience like as you're going into bookstores and talking to people at Barnes & Noble who already know about your book and are planning on stocking it? What's that feeling like?
That is super exciting. Holding a copy of the book for the first time that wasn't a stack of copy paper was an amazing experience. Visiting with people at the expo, the book expo in New York City, another amazing experience. So all along my journey with LE Press, I've had these moments where I just think, wow, I'm a lucky person to have a publisher who's providing these opportunities for me. Walking into Barnes & Noble last week, so to arrange a signing, it felt like they weren't sure that I had the right kind of publisher for them to carry the story. And as we talked through a little bit about what I thought they would find if they searched their database, they did find that. They found my book, and the manager was like, wow, this is ready to go. We're going to carry this book. You have shelf space at Barnes & Noble. And it was such a thrilling experience to say, my book's going to be in Barnes & Noble.
It sure as heck is, and a lot of other places too. So, I mean, it's exciting. I'm getting excited hearing you recount it. I'm smiling. People can see both of us here. This is just sort of an open conversation, because the reality of the publishing journey is one of spending many months in different stages of the process. So, for me, I always struggle with and work on how to describe the entirety of what's involved at the very front end, right? When I first meet an author, knowing that if our conversation progresses, we're into a months and years long relationship. So what would you say, just in terms of that aspect of the whole publishing process and working with a publisher?
I think that people are afraid to use the word hybrid publisher. I don't think they really understand what that is. I believe that part of publishing has caught up with the industry, and it can serve people like me who don't want to learn how to self-publish, don't have the skill set, don't want to take the time away from my next book to put into self-publishing the first book. So I think that people need to do their homework and see who is out there. And when you start that research, it's going to take you right to Ellie Press, because there are several companies out there, and then there's a great company out there. And I feel like I interviewed all of them, and I landed with you, Jesse. Now, you'll remember we had a first conversation. I didn't immediately seal the deal at that time. I went back and I did some more research and I asked some more questions. We had several follow-up phone calls before I felt like this was the right place for me. But as soon as I did, it was a peaceful decision. I felt like this is home. I'm home. This is a family. They're supporting me. And it's been that family experience since our first conversation.
It's really nice just to hear that, because it's certainly the energy that myself and my team bring. And for anybody that's watching this conversation, you know, different than what you may see me on the internet or on a summit or in an interview talking about publishing or talking about author advice. The reality is that's the front end for a business where we have and nurture long-term relationships with authors, hopefully that extend into multiple books. And to that effect, I do like thinking of it as a family. You know, when we're at Book Expo in New York, I invited as many of our forthcoming authors that wanted to come, and you raised your hand and you're like, I want to come. And not only that, you came and you were canvassing the event. You almost missed your train home. You're so excited. Signing books, meeting people, talking to our distributor, the whole bit. You know, I just think you've been going about this in all the right ways. And as a publisher, we can make those opportunities available. It also takes an author like yourself to take advantage of it. And I look forward to a really long-term, super successful author career for you with Lily Barlow and many more books to come.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to that also. I'm looking forward to the day when one of these agents that I reached out to comes back to me and says, hey, I think I'd like to carry your book, or we want to move your second book over to another publisher. I'm looking forward to that, because I'm going to say, no, I'm with Jesse. I'm sticking.
You heard it here first. Appreciate you, Carla. You are the best. Lily Barlow, coming out December 4th, wherever books are sold. Check it out. We've got a bunch of other videos talking about the book, but this one really about the publishing experience that Carla's had. And the book's not even out yet, but it's only going to get better from here.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, Carla. See you all in a future video.